welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. Our starting pitcher in this one, George Kirby.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can.
Tags the runner for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Braves 3 and the Marlins nothing.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, Diddy Santana.
Swung on, belted. Sawinski raging back towards the wall and brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, right fielder, Diddy Santana.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Throw-in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Swing and a pop-up. Olsen settles under this one. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Here's Matt Olsen. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4. That's hard hit on the line. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Around first and hustling for second. In there safely.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts we're back.
Now
digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Diddy Santana. 1 for 3. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
In the air, left field, sizing this one up. Jimenez makes the play. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Out towards right center field. And he makes the grab. And there's one away.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit, as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
NLCS Game 1 is coming your way next. Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Sandy Alcantara. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Rocky Wolf.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Diddy Santana. Strike 1. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Jordan Lawler. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And the righty deals. On the ground, Urias. There's 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
2 outs, nobody on. Up next for the Pirates, J.J. Bleday. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
On a line, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And now for the Marlins, Diddy Santana. Schemes back to work. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swings through that.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that one clips the corner. Got him. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be.
Now batting, the right fielder, Diddy Santana.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the middle.
And ball one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is that. So they've been held scoreless through 5. It's the Pirates 2 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Diddy Santana. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Santana had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win. Had 1 hit against 3 strikeouts in this one.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
3-2 the final score for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in Game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here and towing the slab, Brady Singer.
A very forgettable start his last time out. Was only able to work a couple of innings. We're looking for him to put it all together today. Command, tempo, and just really a confident presence out there on the mound.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next is the designated hitter, Rocky Wolf.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
2 outs. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The relay throw. And he's there with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Diddy Santana. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. There's a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Kicks and deals. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Johnson gathers and throws to first. And that is that. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. No score.
Now batting, right fielder, Diddy Santana.
And a good eye there. Fouled off. He was late. First and second, 2 down here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Close, but called the ball. 2-1. Hard hit left side. Zips it across, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We head to the 4th inning now in Game 2. All tied 1-1. Second game of the NLCS. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. And he's out, trying for 2. High in the air, out to right. Ibarra should have this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Diddy Santana.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Late on that fastball.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Here comes a pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The punch out there. Now 2 away.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch. 2 outs, nobody on. This is J.J. Bleday. Pirates down to their final strike. On the ground, right side, fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Santana with a forgettable showing in this one.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and on the mound now, Hunter Brown.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Diddy Santana. Swings through that one. 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 3 of the NLCS. Right side, hard hit. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. One left for Miami, and now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on The Show. Man at first with one gone. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Rocky Wolf. The pitch. Next offering, popped in the air, right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw into third, and he's out.
Well, it's always a risk when you push it.
Now down, right field.
This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. That one missed. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Sends it to first. Out number 2. And here is Termarr Johnson. Two outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line.
Up next is the Marlins. The right fielder, Diddy Santana.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And he chases that one below the zone.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
1-2.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. The 1-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. 1 run in already. Now the second run is in. Back even. It's 3-3.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Go ahead run on base. Now it's the shortstop, Jordan Lawler. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
So 2 down, digging in, Nick Pratto. Now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run at first here in Game 3. He goes down looking. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. All tied up at 3 apiece. So 2 away with nobody on. Rocky Wolf, the next Pirate to hit.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
On a line base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to...
For the top of the 8th, and now Diddy Santana. And the pitch. Late on that fastball.
No ball, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Nope,
That's outside.
Ball.
It's a ball in 2 strikes. Wouldn't chase that time. Here comes a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes it. This team obviously needed to win this game. Down 2 games to none in the series. You go down 3-0, players start packing their bags. They know that they're headed home. But they came out focused on the task at hand, got the job done, a win in the next game. All of a sudden, we've got a new series.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever...
And we're back. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for Miami, Diddy Santana. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. A solo shot. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Back here at PNC Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Luis Robert now. This one in the air right field. And it stays fair. Throws to second. And he's out trying for 2. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. And the right-hander deals.
Oh, that's out.
And there's a curve through for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 down. And now for the Marlins, Jordan Lawler. And here it comes. That's a base hit as a run scores. He's in there.
Picks himself up at RBI. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
First and second, 1 out. Here's Nick Pratto.
Now back, the first baseman, Nick Pratto.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Miami, Henry Davis. Ibarra moving under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. And midway in the 4th, it's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates nothing. And now Manuel Ibarra. Flares it into the outfield. And it drops in. Around first, digging for 2. The relay throw. Not in time, it's a double.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time.
Here's Luis Arias. Now the 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the...
Now
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Diddy Santana. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That one fouled off. The pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. Righty to the plate. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. One run across to the frame so far here in Game 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one.
Man at second with one away. Rocky Wolf, the next to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he...
Line and a base hit into right. Urias rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 3-0. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. It's a run on the board. So 2 down. Diddy Santana, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered here in this one. Left field. He's under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Lonnie White. The line to kick the pitch. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. There comes the throw. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Kind of just punts it up. Well, this was a huge win for this team. Instead of 2-2 in the series, they're comfortably now 3-1. One more win, and they take the series.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. For the Pirates, 4 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes.
Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready. Just about ready to roll here. And towing the slab in this one, Anthony Solometto. What's the word on him?
4-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's a fair ball. This is J.J. Bleday.
The left fielder,
Bounce to the right. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing.
now batting, right fielder, Santana.
Swing and a miss.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down.
Now the catcher,
Diddy Santana, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The 0-1. And that skips into dirt. 4 runs already in the frame here at Game 5 of the NLCS. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one off the mark. Now 2-2. Righty to the plate. Goes down looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So 2 down. Diddy Santana, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
On the ground. Whips it to Casas, and that is that. So it's no runs on no.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors, they left 10 runners on base. For the Pirates, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 10 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,362. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.